The former EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu's remarks about smaller parties that end up as fiefdoms of individuals did not sit well with the Red Berets. Shivambu was on Thursday named national organizer of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party a week after joining. In his speech on Thursday, he commented about small parties centered on one individual and said we should unite the progressive forces behind this agenda because this thing of small, unviable political parties is not sustainable for the future of Black people in South Africa. The temptation, and I'm not characterizing the EFF, when they have multiple of these, is they end up becoming fiefdoms of individuals. EFF, IFP, UDM, that kind of arrangement. What do you seek to achieve with that? He said he would never betray the revolution. The Economic Freedom Fighters members did not take his words kindly. The Member of Parliament, Sinao Tambo, questioned Shivambu's loyalty to the revolution and accused him of abandoning the EFF after losing votes in the May 29 elections. Sinao said that you establish an organization and then have the audacity to insinuate that it is suddenly a small and unviable fiefdom after our first small decline at the polls. This was the insinuation. The disclaimer is worth nothing. You further claim loyalty to the revolution, yet at the first inconvenience you abandon what you have preached as a revolutionary vehicle for over a decade in favor of a secretive pact to the Secretary General in an organization where you can see there is opportunity for the self. Let's be clear, he is, for all intents and purposes, the Secretary General of Umkhonto weSizwe Party. That address was condescending insult. EFF members must not be labeled as playing in the gutter when we respond to insults that have makeup on. The EFF Students Command leader Sihle Lonzi also expressed his disappointment and said the betrayal of Floyd is tantamount to, if not worse than, the betrayal of the revolution. It's a betrayal of principle. It's abandoning a revolutionary path you committed yourself to and convinced others to join you on. It's cowardice, intellectual dishonesty, and political bankruptcy. He also shared the WhatsApp messages on his Twitter account and captioned, "The betrayer is having sleepless nights, drunk, texting us at 2 a.m. It appears the youth league generation didn't only produce Lamula as a Bruno Mtolo. Floyd is the chief Bruno Mtolo. Let's defend our movement fighters. No surrender, no retreat." A heated exchange between Floyd Shivambu and Sihle. Shivambu said, "Sihle, I saw your social media post. You are completely wrong. My advice is that please desist from the foolish post you are making. I don't and will never seek your approval, but you are making a huge mistake. I'll send same text to Sinao. You are too young to hide the truth and my advice is that desist." Sihle responded and said, "Greetings, I'm a member of the EFF and I made an oath to defend the movement. Please back off or I will be forced to publish this message as a threat." Shivambu responded and said, "Go ahead and publish the message. We installed you as a EFF-SC president, which I single-handedly created. We removed you from the election structures because of your incompetence and broad mafia. We were about to take you out completely from structures and you are only finding relevance now. Go ahead and publish the message and I will also publish the messages when I called you out for your incompetence and liberalism, who looked up to Mmusi Maimane as an idol. Go ahead." Sihle responded and said, "You never delivered me. You must never lie and rewrite history. Mafia was always your preference, and I have no problem with that. It's your right. I defeated you. You can publish everything you have. I have nothing to hide nor fear. You never made me. I know every single delegate who voted for me by name and surname. You played no role whatsoever. Be it politically, financially, or otherwise. I didn't even have your phone number until I emerged. I'm glad you finally revealed that you connived to remove me. Well, I'm still EFF. I don't need a position to be loyal to the EFF. I'm not sure if I can say the same about you. The rest of the hallucination about liberalism and Musi, I won't glorify with a response. Take care. Shibambo said liberal kids speak like that. Go ahead. Lonzi also responded and said, "You call me incompetent when we won the highest number of campuses in the country in the history of the EFF-SC. You are conniver and an agent who has destroyed many EFF comrades through your lies and gossip. You've always wanted to sneak your boy in through the back door. I'm not ashamed of decisions of the organization. I learn from my mistakes. You were also removed from KZN because of your incompetence and infiltration. MK agent, your sellout decision is haunting you because you can't even sleep. You are having sleepless nights, drunk, texting me at 2 a.m. You are embarrassing. Yesterday, you were attacking Guptas. Today, you are their number one puppet, arranging media for them, moving tables and fixing tablecloths. I'm not scared of you. There's nothing you can say that will define my political life. You are a sellout and a betrayer, and you will always be remembered as such, a traitor and the collaborator. Next week, I will hold a public lecture about your bloody Judas. You must tune to real think tanks that don't use ChatGTP, Bruno Mtolo. People responded on Sihle after sharing those WhatsApp messages, and one said, "Sihle, my brother, I know they will clap hands and not tell you the truth, but in life, nobody trusts a person who posts private conversations on social media. For now, you may not see the damage you are doing to your name as a person and a leader, but life goes on beyond politics. Your comrades and people in general might no longer trust you because they will know their chats will end up on social media once they have a fallout with you. No matter how angry you are or how much of a fallout you have with someone, never post your chats with them on social media. The post alone has made you an untrustworthy person, and I'm saying this to you with a sisterly love." Another one said, "These are not chats from Floyd. Look at the spelling errors." Another one said, "You all are going to replace Cope if you continue this way." Another one sent a warning to Sihle Lonzi and said, "Never burn bridges. This life is very long and these are politics. The moment you start attacking each other personally, it's a degeneration. It's no longer politics. As an elder to you, at Sihle Lonzi Nditiyehla Ninawa, we know of a great leader you are and the level of work you have done in building the EFFSC. Your work speaks for itself, same as former DP. We are 11 years today with millions of EFF members because of him. Floyd is a great leader. Fighting amongst each other is not going to help us in defeating the third forces and uniting the Black Caucus towards a socialist program and attaining economic freedom against Zitobe Ninawa." Someone also said, "This is childish and immature. It's sad to see the EFF go down like this." Another one said, "EFF needs a serious restructuring. This can't be its leaders. Arrogance and immaturity everywhere like their leader Julius. EFF is going down worse than Cope. Floyd made the right decision." Someone also said, "Hectic, I can't believe I actually respected Floyd. Being aligned to Julius made him as godly as Julius is. Ganti's just a rat. My God." Another one said, "Haha, you're utterly immature, not even worth my time to engage further. Just think about it. Posting messages where someone is simply asking you to stop misusing their name. It's laughable, honestly. It's embarrassing. And by the way, these messages aren't even from Floyd. Just look at the spelling mistakes. Your desperation is painfully obvious." What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.